any degree of confidence.
It's amazing how that frame ended in the way. As I say, it looked set for another sort of 10-15 minutes of battle, but Trump just completely kicked the door in with the red. And just shows you, even though he'd made a few errors prior to that, you know, what he's capable of. A great shot maker, clearly. And there's another terrific pot.
One.
Amazing though these days how many balls you see potted off the break-off. Seems every frame there's something to go at. This is why, I mean, Mark Williams got stick for rolling into the pack the way he did, but it kind of makes sense really. What surprised me though, the one event he didn't do it in was the shootout, where you're only going to get one break-off in that final against Vafai, and of course he left the long red on Vafai, made a winning break, that was it.
Yeah, my thoughts on the Williams break-off, I think you're quite right. It was logical, it made sense, all that kind of stuff. I think if everyone adopted it, the game would be worse off. But I couldn't criticise Mark for doing it
7.
when he did.
No, that's right, and also, of course, it achieved the main aim, which is it got everyone talking, which is exactly what he wanted. Create a bit of mayhem and anarchy along the way. Stir things up.
Yeah, stirring things up on the other table, John Higgins eventually made an 85 break to win the third frame against Rob Milkins. That's his
13.
highest break of the day, Higgins.
14.
Trump has been much more fluent, much more prolific when it comes to scoring.
19.
Pink and black tied up at the moment, but Trump
20.
is probably the best there is now at getting everything open. Cue power he has.
$25. 26.
Just manufactured an angle there to flick the red away. Look, it's early in this frame, he's only on 33, but if he wins this 3-1 already, you
33.
would find it very difficult to think he wouldn't be in the playoffs.
34.
He's not mathematically there yet with a win, but he's zooming towards them.
Yeah, and he gave himself latitude winning the first 2 3-0. He could afford to lose a couple, so
41.
he's not coming into every match having to win. He wants to win them all, of course, but you know, he did a lot of the hard work, the good work early on today.
$42.
So then, something's got to give here.
Very good. You know, in all 4 groups in this BetVictor Championship League
49.
so far, there's not been a very high success rate going into the bunch off the top cushion first in potting the black. But Trump does have a red.
$50.
And now he has a real tester.
Well, you mentioned earlier, Phil, he'd been to Paris over the festive period, and he's say today he's given us an eyeful. He's been very entertaining.
58.
That wasn't one of your best days, was it really? I mean, you give me enough sticks, so I think I'll just give you back 1 on 1 occasion.
good news is I won't be here tomorrow.
On one occasion he did take the cue ball
61.
off a cushion and it bent around. He went on to win the frame. I suppose you could say that was the Arc de Triomphe.
62.
That's better, Dave. Admit it.
Like I say, I won't be here tomorrow. Anyway, Trump needs this black, and it should be victory for him. It hasn't been quite the flawless display, but it's still been really good, particularly since he unlocked that last frame, and this has been an excellent effort as well.
69.
A single visit to wrap up a third win in a row.
70.
He might say otherwise.
77.
It might be the case otherwise, but I just get the feeling he's been putting the hours in. Looks so good.
Judd 77.
He missed a couple of